Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Kevin Ritchie, Mark Walls, Andrew Wilhite with us tonight, filling in for Mr. Murray, who's family obligation. We're at Paris High School, home of the Paris Greyhounds, hosting the KyBank Classic. Tonight's game features the Scott County Cardinals coming in with a record of 3-0. Head coach Billy Hicks in his 22nd year, 894 victories, 258 defeats is head coach Billy Hicks. Won quite a few of them. He'll be taking on Matt Daniel and his Montgomery County Indians. They come in with a record of 2-0. They defeated Rowan County. Kind of a home game for Matt Daniel. We'll talk a little bit more about that. They went to Rowan County, defeated Rowan County 62-60 on Thursday night. Should be a good one here tonight. The next to last game in the KyBank Classic. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at Scott County season stats and much more on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie and Mark Walls. Paris High School, the KyBank Classic. Scott County getting set to take on the Indians in Montgomery County. And Mark, Scott County looking at their season stats. We're starting to get a little bit more information, a little bit more data and stuff of that nature. I know data is only data, but 3 games in, what are some of the stats for some of the players that jump out at you?
Well, Mike, if you're looking at individuals, since you're talking about players, when you look at it, you got Michael Marino, a freshman, averaging 13.3 points a game and almost 8 rebounds a game. That's a pretty solid start. Cooper Watts, the other big man, the junior, averaging 9.6 points a game and almost 8 rebounds a game. Cooper Robb, the point guard, averaging 11 points and almost 9 rebounds a game. And then when you get to Bryce Long, 12 points a game, 4 rebounds. Cam Fluker, 8 points and 2 rebounds a game. And the point there is they're all active on the boards, and that's what you've got to be successful. You got to have everybody rebounding. And like I said, when your 2 point guards are averaging close to double digits in rebounds, that's a pretty good sign that everybody's staying on the defensive floor. Nobody's trying to leak out. So, but I also like the balance. When you look at ranges from 8 points to 13 points, everybody's getting their chance. Everybody's getting their opportunities. They're really sharing the basketball. So from an individual standpoint, that's what you like to see, because you really can't stop any one guy. If the guy's having an off night, then somebody else steps up, and they're awful young, and that's going to happen. We've already seen that through 3 games.
And that looks like pretty much from an individual perspective. Now when you look at the team shooting, we're talking about a lot of freshmen, a lot of inexperienced players. Scott County's team statistics look pretty good as well.
Well, they shoot the ball extremely well, 46% from the field, 38% from threes, which is outstanding. You know, the other night at Pendleton County, we talked about it a little bit. They kind of lived with it and died with it in the third quarter because they quit attacking the rim. Their Achilles heel right now, like most young teams, is they're only shooting about 60% from the free throw line. They've got to get better at that, because as you get closer to district play, it's going to get more physical, it's going to get tougher, and free throws are going to be the factor between winning and losing. The thing that I like going into the Pendleton County game, they were upside down a little bit on assists to turnovers. They've got that back to an even break even, 14 assists and 14 turnovers. You can't, you want to see it 2-1 in favor of assist over turnovers, but at a worst case scenario, if you're even, you're doing a pretty good job. They had points per possession above a 1, points per shot above a 1, so they're very efficient. When they get across half court and they get a shot attempt, they generally hit the basket.
All righty, let's do this. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get Mark Wall's keys to the game here on the Scott County Sports Network. Montgomery County, Scott County, about 3 minutes away from tip-off. We'll be back after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on nation. Bring on the competition. Frank Shupin's gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history of providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County, Montgomery County, about a minute away from tip-off. That brings us to the most important pregame segment. That's Mark Wall's Keys of the Game. What's Scott County got to do, Mark, to win this ball game?
Mike, they got the two things that we've always talked about to be successful for a Billy Hicks coach team. You got to rebound, so they got to win the rebounding battle, and they've got to win the turnover battle. And that doesn't mean they've got to be 2-1. That's what I'd like to see them individually, but they've got to create more turnovers for Montgomery County than Montgomery County does for them. And if they do that, I think they're going to be successful. And then, taking a page off of Coach's show last night, they've got to learn to play harder, longer. Right. And I think that's going to be something that he's looking at and he's pushing, especially early in the season, for them to play every minute as hard as they can play for as long as they can play so that they'll understand what it takes at this level to succeed. And because, like I said, that's going to the intensity level is going to really drive up the closer we get to district tournament play.
All righty, we'll come back after the starting lineups. We'll get Mark's keys from Montgomery County. We'll let him help Coach Matt Daniel out real quick. Now for the starting lineup for Scott County. Scott County. At one guard for Scott County, a 5'7" freshman. Number 1, Cam Fluker, averaging 8 points, 2.5 rebounds a ball game for the young man. At another guard, a 6'1" freshman, number 2, Bryce Long, averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds a ball game. The third guard in the lineup, number 10, Cooper Robb, the 6'1" sophomore guard, rebounding machine, 11 points, 8.67 rebounds a ball game for the young man. Next up, number 24, Michael Marino, a 6'6" freshman forward, 13 points, 7.5 rebounds. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 44, Cooper Watts, a 6'6" junior center, about 10 points, 8 rebounds a ball game. Head coach Billy Hicks, 22nd year, 894 and 258 is Coach Hicks. And this Scott County Cardinals with a 3-0 record. Now for the Indians of Montgomery County, they come in with a record of 2-0, starting at one guard, number 10, a 5'10" senior, Caswell Fuller, averaging 9 points, 2.5 rebounds. Also at guard, number 12, Art Walker, a 6'2" senior, 19 points, 3.5 rebounds. The third combo player, number 23, Cody Parsley, a 6'3" senior, averaging 7.5 points, 1 rebound. The other forward in the lineup, Jared Jones, number 32, a 6'4" junior, 15 points, 5.5 rebounds. And rounding out the starting lineup, the big man in the middle, the 6'7" senior center, number 34, Shelby Combs, 7 points, 8.5 rebounds for head coach Matt Daniel. The Indians out of the 38th District, 10th Region, with a perfect 2-0 record, Mark. And what's Coach Matt Daniel has to do for his team to beat Scott County tonight?
Mike, in looking at the size of the lineup of what's on the floor right now, getting ready to tip off for the viewers, I think Coach Daniels is going to control the tempo. I think he's going to want to run when he's got a fast break, but he's not going to want to make this a 94-foot game for the whole entire 32 minutes. I think you're going to see him want to walk it up and down and try to use the physicality that he's got down inside with the big boy, Shelby Combs at 6'7", a good 250.
So Jared Jones sneaks the tap. Montgomery County with the basketball in the home white uniforms, gray, royal blue trim numbers and letters for the Indians. Top of the key, thought about jumping as Cody Parsley. Instead, he goes left side, inside to Jones. Jared Jones, baseline turnaround jumper mark. Looked good on that shot.
Yeah. Not going to be able to let him get that kind of position if they play behind him all night like that. It may be a long night for the Cardinals.
Cam Fluker to Marino, turnaround 14-footer in the paint. A little bit long. Cooper Robb battling for it. Good rebound by Cody Parsley. Scott County on the road red uniforms. Royal blue trimmed in white are the numbers and letters for Scott County. The point guard, Caswell Fuller, right side. Three-pointer is good. Art Walker. So Montgomery County up quickly, 5-0. That calls a 30-second timeout for Coach Billy Hicks. That means we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Scott County yet to score. Montgomery County's thrown 5 on them. It's 5-0. Montgomery County, 7:08 to go. Back after this.
The Hawkinsmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at hawkinsmithagency.com. The Hawkinsmith Agency, providing coverage for the motorist insurance group for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, Mark. Coach Hicks not happy with this Cardinals starting at 5-0.
Well, you let them get inside position on the block, like I mentioned the first trip down. That's 2, and then you let the guy get the 3 off without any getting a hand in his face. Coach going to be upset about defense, and there's a turnover.
With the turnover, Walker left-handed, left side of the rim, right-handed layup. Give him 5.
And you know the thing about Scott County tonight, Mike, you basically have got freshmen and sophomores playing juniors and seniors, and for people that don't think that's a big difference, that is a big difference. So you're going to have to really keep pressure and put pressure on Montgomery County's players because, like I said, they're going to know how to get open and they're going to know how to put the ball in the basket.
On the dribble, Caswell Fuller, the point guard, into the lane, looking for the shooter. It's Art Walker, this time from the left side, no good. Or excuse me, it wasn't Art Walker, it's Cody Parsley.
Bryce Long out with the rebound.
Cam Fluker wide open right side, no good. Michael Marino with the putback, no good. He fouls his shot, no good again, and the big guy, Shelby Combs with the rebound, 6-7. Fuller to Combs at the top of the key, back to Fuller, right side. He's got Walker and Parsley, both of them sitting at that baseline 3-point line. Picks his dribble up, 5-second call.
Yeah. Nobody came to him.
Yep, that's pretty much a team turnover. They're probably going to give it to Art Walker, but that's probably a team turnover right there because nobody come to help him at all.
Yeah, Coach Daniel was thought he had a timeout, and referee explaining he didn't hear him.
Our officials tonight, a good crew as always. Dave Pugh, Bob Rankin, and Eric Thornsberry leading the way tonight. 5:42 to go, 7 for Montgomery County. Scott County yet to dent the scoreboard.
There's the down screen, get Michael Marino on thing, and they're going to get Bryce Long with the moving screen. He's got to stay set there, Mike. He kind of tried to roll with him. He's got to be there and set. He can't move to try to stay in front of the guy.
So Bryce Long picks up his first foul. Team's first. That's the third turnover for Scott County. Cam Fuller, the quarterback. He goes to Jared Jones to the left side. Top of the key to Combs. He thinks three-pointer. Instead, he throws it intended for Jones. Michael Marino was the closest guy to it. He picks it up. Cooper Robb, left side 3, air ball. Bryce Long, rebound for Scott County. Looks for the cutter, Cooper Robb, bad pass. Walker to Fuller, left side. He bring it back out. Gives it to Jared Jones down the paint.
Wow.
Too easy. Somebody got to take a charge on that one. Instead, Jared Jones gets his 4th point. And it's 9-0, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. First test of the year for Scott County. We'll see how the young pups respond. If they can ever get that first bucket, I think they'll be okay. But the longer it goes, Mark, you know yourself, the harder it is to score that first one.
Yeah, and they've got to just run their sets right here would be great.
Fouls on Montgomery County. Number 34, his first, team first.
Must have missed something because I didn't even think he was close. Thought he was out on the ball guarding Cooper Watts.
Cam Fluker inbounding the basketball for Scott County under his own basket.
There's the shoulder move.
Cooper Watts with the inbound. No good. Rebound. It's Cody Parsley. Art Walker faced the 3, goes baseline, step back, 18-footer, no good. Jared Jones fouled on the way up. Cooper Watts.
Jared Jones got off the floor.
Team second.
This is their third game in 3 days, too, which will take its toll on, you got to know how to prepare for that as a player. A lot of these guys haven't been through that yet, Mike.
Jared Jones misses the first free throw. I've got him. That's his first free throw of the season.
You got Caleb Covington in the game, Glenn Covington, and Clem Dameron in the game, Mike, for the Cardinals.
So Scott County leaves Cooper Robb and Michael Marino on the floor. Caleb Covington into the ball game. Jones misses both of them. Covington, right side three, no good. Long rebound back to Glenn Covington. He's made his mind up. Misses a short shot in the paint. Glenn Covington and Combs battling for it. And they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow, Scott County. Glenn Covington isn't going to be bashful, and he isn't going to be shy.
No, he's played well. I mean, he's got some confidence, So
4:08 to go. 9-0 is the score. Scott County's Cooper Robb inbounding it to Caleb Covington. Inside position over Fuller. Misses the shot, put back up and good.
Caleb Covington gets us off the schneid.
4 minutes to go exactly. Scott County scores the first points of the ball game. They're only down 9-2. Fuller right side to Walker.
Turnover. Over and back.
Fuller picks it up wisely. Over and back, Montgomery County. Be interesting to see the depth of Montgomery County. This first five is putting on a show up to this point. Especially Jared Jones. He's jumped out of the gym a couple of times on his head mark.
Yeah, he's a good-looking player at that three position.
Cooper Robb, tough take. Cam Fuller, the littlest man on the floor with the rebound. He's off to the races. He's got the wing jumper. Instead, he goes off the foot of Michael Marino. Kick ball. That'll bring in the first sub for Montgomery County in the ball game. Brennan Canada, a 6'4 freshman. 3 points, 3.5 rebounds a ball game. In for the big guy, Shelby Combs. Didn't take Canada long to get the jumper. He misses it. Marino got lucky by slapping the backboard. Nothing called there. Cooper Robb, step back 18-footer. No good. Scott County settling for jump shots and drives. Not running much offense yet. Clem Dameron misses his jumper. Caleb Covington tipped it to himself. He goes back up. Caleb Covington misses. Clem Dameron on the way up. And a good job there by Cody Parsley. Knocks it off the thigh of Clem Dameron. That'll bring Cam Fluker and Cooper Watts into the ball game. So Scott County still trying to find the answer here. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. It's 9-2, the Indians with the basketball, and more importantly, with the lead.
Montgomery trying to spread the floor just a little bit. Open some cuts. Scott County doing a nice job of denying that, Mike.
Parsley in the paint. Offensive foul. Cody Parsley. Who took that for Scott County?
I believe it was Caleb Covington.
Caleb Covington, the spark that Scott County's needed. He's got about 4 rebounds. Scott County's only bucket. Took an elbow or forearm into the chin on that possession. Comes in and gets the charge. So Cam Fluker looking at Coach Hicks. Walking the ball up the floor here in Paris, Kentucky. Kentucky Bank Classic. Fluker on the cut, loses it on the way up. Fuller tries to save it out of bounds off of Montgomery County. The Kentucky Bank Classic at one point was played at Scott County. And then when Brandon Salzman became the coach at Bourbon County, it moved over there. This is the first year it's been at Paris High School. Robb on the way up, loses it. Long rebound, Cooper Watts instead of Robb, excuse me. I'll do that about 9,000 times this year. Glenn Covington. One-on-one, step back three, not the shot we want. Cooper Watts tries to save it in and gets it out to Caleb Covington at the top. Fluker on the drive, step back 14-footer, no good. Scott County getting a lot of shots.
Caleb Covington playing well, Mike.
Covington to Covington to Dameron. So Covington, Dameron on that if you're keeping score. 2 points for Clem Dameron. 9-4 is the score. Scott County down 5.
Scott County still playing hard, Mike, and that's what you like to see. They haven't got to the point where they're not playing hard. It's just they can't get the ball in the basket right now.
Yeah, Fuller thought he had an open jumper. Glenn Covington thought otherwise. Blocks it hard off the backboard, picks up the rebound. They get it inside to Cooper Watts. Jumper no good. Rebound for Brennan Canada.
That's a nice move right there. Cooper's got to finish that. He's 6'5", about 6'10" when he stretches those arms out.
Walker three-pointer no good. Glenn Covington rebound for Scott County. He knows one speed, doesn't he, Mark?
Yep, he's on.
Off the bucket. Clem Dameron with the putback. Good. Clem Dameron and Caleb Covington off the bench. The only scores for Scott County. Dameron has 4. Caleb Covington with 2, and it's 9-6 under a minute to go.
And that's a junior and a senior, Mike.
The thing about it is, Scott County with the start they had, if they can get a stop here in another bucket.
Oh, you got to be really happy.
Missed opportunities. Cooper Watts might have got away with one right there, might have got away with another one. Instead, Parsley has it in the right wing. Flips it over to Walker, down to the baseline to Fuller. He fakes the 3, dives baseline. Tries to throw it off of Canada. Loose ball. We'll see who gets it.
Come up with it. Jump ball's going to stay with Montgomery County.
Jump ball, Montgomery County. Into the ball game, Michael Marino for Scott County, in for Cooper Watts. Fuller under his own basket, looking for Walker on the left side. Marino checks him. They'll reset. 19 seconds to go. Under 10.
Can't let him go back door right there.
Into the ball game, number 40, Hayden Chisholm.
Scott County can't pick up the loose ball. That would have been big, Mike, right there. If you could come down, like you said, and either tied the game or got it to 1 point, you got to feel like Scott County would win the quarter.
So Hayden Chisholm into the ball game, a 6'1" sophomore forward. Where's number 40? Cam Fuller with 6 seconds to go. You got to look at Parsley over here in the right corner. Nobody checking him. Instead they go to Walker. He gets a good 3 off. It's short. Long rebound run down by Fuller. He's going to get a heave from about 30. It's off the backboard. No good. First quarter in the books. Scott County very fortunate as they find themselves down. It's Montgomery County 9, Scott County 6. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the second quarter here on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Andrew Wilhite, Kevin Ritchie. KyBank Classic, 1 quarter in the books. Scott County with the basketball to start the second quarter. Marino, Glenn Covington, Caleb Covington, Fluker, and Clem Dameron with the 3. It's off the backboard a little bit hard. Rebound to Montgomery County.
What's a little surprising to me, Mike, is that when you play in a smaller gym, and this is a nice gym, but it is smaller, just because of the track walking around it, you typically shoot the ball better because your depth perception is so good. Scott County has looked really bad on some shots, almost like you feel like they're playing in a bigger open arena where you can't judge the distance. It's weird.
So turnover for Montgomery County. And Mark, looking at the first quarter stats, anything jump out at you?
Mike, we're shooting 15%. To even be 3 points down, we're lucky. Scott County is 3 of 20. They have 16 rebounds to 9. Like I said, you're shooting 15% and you're only down 3 points. You got to feel pretty daggone lucky.
Dameron on the line. 2-pointers no good. There's a foul on Scott County. Caleb Covington gets caught with the shove. His first, team third. Cooper Robb in for Dameron. Bryce Long in for Cam Fluker.
Coach Hicks just trying to find a combination. And the good thing about this, Mike, he's got a lot of combinations to play with. talked about that depth last night on the coaches show.
9-6, Montgomery County lead in basketball. Combs back into the ball game for Montgomery County. They go starters to start the second quarter. That would be Fuller, Combs, Jones, Parsley, and Walker. Scott County. Cam Fuller's good with that basketball, isn't he? There's the three.
That's Walker.
Art Walker. Give him 2 3-pointers, 8 points. He's got 8 of the 12. Bryce Long fakes the three. Sides for a 15-foot wing jumper. It's no good. Rebound. Good box up by Montgomery County. Jones comes up with it. Long. Get the ball. Bryce Long picks up his second. Team fourth.
I like the effort, though, Mike. You know, that's one of those deals where the offensive player kind of slides to the left a little bit. The defensive guy doesn't move, and he gets knocked down, and it's still a block on him. That's kind of an unfair judgment where the offensive player does have the advantage right there. Cam Fluker back in the game for Glenn Covington. And he missed the first one, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he made the first one. Sorry. Missed the second one. He made the first one, so give him 5. Rebound to Montgomery County. Art Walker. Fluker to Jones. Jones, power move. No good. Michael Marino and Jones battling for it.
Yeah.
And they're going to get the foul on the big man. Shelby Combs picks up his second mark. Team third.
That was going to be a little bit too big of a disadvantage if they didn't call that one.
That'll get Brennan Canada up off the floor. Also into the ball game, making his first appearance is number 2, Mark Smith, a 6'1 junior. Averaging a point a ball game. Cooper Watts in for Caleb Covington. Good move by Coach Hicks. I think that's a player-for-player substitution. He gets Combs out of the way. Decides to bring Cooper Watts in, and Jared Jones is going to have to guard him.
Well, that put Canada on Michael Marino. I'd go at Canada if I were Scott County, and they're just out of sync tonight, Mike.
A little bit of confusion there between Cooper Robb and Cam Fluker. Goes off of the shoulder of Cam Fluker, out of bounds. Another turnover for Scott County. 6 minutes to go in the first half. 13-6 is your score. Scott County still trying to find answers. Jared Jones, high screen. Cutter's going left and right on him. There's the alley-oop, set play. Bad pass from Fuller. But Jared Jones is up there a little bit. Cooper Robb with another tough take. Foul's called. So Cooper Robb will go to the free throw line. Foul's on number 12, Art Walker. That'll be his first. Team fourth.
See if these free throws can get Cooper Robb off the.
Yep. Cooper Robb 4 of 6 coming into the ball game, 67%. Now making 4 of 7. He'll have one more, 5:36 to go. 13-6 is your score. Cooper Robb, good free throw shooter, makes that one his first point of the night. Averaging 11 for Scott County. More importantly, and impressive for him, Mark, averaging about 9 rebounds a ball game in the first 3 games. Canada, right side to Fuller. Top of the key to Mark Smith. He shoots it from the hip. It's no good. Rebound Canada, spin move into a double team, and he's going to get bailed out. He turned into a double team, and Cooper Watts is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second. Team fifth. That's what he said, so that's what we said.
Yeah, I thought that would have been, if the foul occurred, it would have been on 24, Michael Marino.
So Brendan Canada at the free throw line, shooting 40% on the season. Makes the first one. Into the ball game, Clem Dameron for Michael Marino for Scott County, 14-7. Scott County has the Indians double them up on the scoreboard. Canada makes 2 of them. Into the ball game, making his first appearance for the Indians in Montgomery County. Number 1, Paul Wise, a 6-foot sophomore guard, into the ball game to give Art Walker, the sharpshooter, with 8 points, a little bit of a breather. Not much energy in the gym tonight, Mark.
No.
Clem Dameron waited just a little bit too long. Bryce Long was taking the cut to the basket. Pass about a half second too late. Under 5 to go, 15-7. Cam Fuller with the basketball for the Indians. Brennan Canada back out to Paul Wise. Just entered the ball game for Montgomery County. He goes Canada baseline. There's the deflection of Clem Dameron. Bryce Long comes up with it behind the back, and Scott County quickly down to Cooper Robb. Cooper Robb switched defenders. Foul on the way up. They're going to call a foul on Jared Jones. That'll be his first.
That was a good break.
Team fifth.
Put Cooper Robb back on the line for 2.
Cooper Robb 1 for 2 in the ball game. 67% free throw shooter on the season. Money on that one.
Yeah. He's a better shooter than 67%.
2 points for Mr. Robb. Misses the second one. Cooper Watts misses the putback and gets the nope, not yet. Cooper Robb's going to get credit with the rebound, and the foul is going to be called on Mr. Mark Smith, and he got the worst of that contact.
I was getting ready to say the bad part about that is you get the brunt of the contact and get the foul called on you too.
So that's his first. Team 6 of Scott County in the bonus for the final 4:32 on the next foul by the Indians. Scott County has been called for 5 fouls. Cam Fluker, good defense by the Indians. He tries to go inside, tough pass, picked off of Mark Smith. And there's the cutter. Loses on the way up, Paul Wise, and Cooper Watts knocks it out of bounds.
And the one thing there about the young freshman, when you make the mistake, that's fine, but you also got beat long, and you're the point guard. You're the furthest one back after you make the pass. You've got to get back and stop the run out.
Glenn Covington in for Scott County, Canada. Tough pass to Jared Jones. Ball picked up by Cooper Robb, and really Cooper Watts kicked it with his foot, but nobody had possession when that happened.
Guys, that's a tough way to what Scott County's got to learn, Mike, and I think they will. It's just a matter of time. Because Coach mentioned last night he wants to get back in the gym for practice time, but they need to play the games. That post pass was there, but you can't make it from where Bryce Long was. You've got to come down and get the angle, foul line extended. You can't make it from where he tried to make that pass. 3
subs in from Montgomery County. Number 40, Hayden Chisholm. Number 12, Art Walker. Number 23, Cody Parsley. 3:46 to go. They get it inside to Watts. Up over top of Chisholm. Bank shot good. Cooper Watts. His first 2. Maybe that'll get the big man started. He started hot last night. Had the first 8 points for Scott County. Then got in trouble. Foul trouble, that is. On the phantom call. We still haven't figured out where that second foul come from. Fuller into the paint. Looks for the cutter. Good pass.
Yeah,
easy bucket
nice
4.
Number 40.
Number 40, Hayden Chisholm. His first 2 points of the night, 17-10. Montgomery County has led from the start. Took Scott County 4 minutes exactly to score their first bucket. That was off of a putback from Caleb Covington. Cooper Watts with the putback. Cooper Watts with another putback. Getting a lot of rebounds, not getting a lot of buckets.
Effort's there. But, like I said, effort's there, but he's somehow got to figure out how to get over that hurdle and finish that.
Fuller, no-look pass to Chisholm. Chisholm blocked by Clem Dameron. And Dameron up with the loose ball, and the foul is going to be on Brennan Canada. That'll be his first. Team 7th. That'll put Clem Dameron at the free throw line. Clem Dameron on the season, 0 of 2. Only one way to go with that statistic, and that's up, right, Mark? Glad you could join us here tonight. We're back in action on Monday night over at Sayre High School. The Scott County Lady Cardinals back in action, taking on the Sayre Lady Spartans. It'll be a varsity game only. We'll have that ball game for you. It'll be on the air about 7:15. Myself, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, and Andrew Wilhite's doing such a good job, we might have to put Toby Murray on probation.
You got to remember, Andrew's a player, though.
Oh.
He's got his own schedule.
Well, you know, we can make it worth his while. Dameron misses the first free throw. Chisholm with the rebound. Got to be careful. Cooper
got to get back. They've got numbers.
On the breakout is Parsley. And the foul's going to be on the floor.
Clint got lucky there that
32. Clem Dameron will pick up his first foul. Team 6. So on the next foul, Montgomery County will join Scott County in the bonus. 2 subs into the ball game. One for Montgomery County is number 32, Jared Jones. For Scott County, number 24, Michael Marino. Fuller out to the top to Jones. 2.5 minutes to go. 17-10 is your score. Fuller out to Parsley, left side. 3-pointer's good.
They can't contain the ball, Mike. They can't find anybody to contain the ball, and he's doing a great job of penetrating and finding his shooters once the defense comes over. So at halftime, Scott County's going to try to find somebody that can stay in front of him.
20-10. Bryce Long lets a 3 go and
finally
cuts the deficit by 3 points. Bryce Long, his first 3-pointer of the night, shooting 28.6% from the field, 4 of 14. Jared Jones drives baseline, kicks it out to Parsley, out to the top to Walker. Walker tries to answer, and he does. Art Walker give him 11, and Coach Hicks they said it's no timeout. They're going to check it on the injured player, Jared Jones. Looks like he flipped an ankle on us a little bit. Looks like he's grabbing that right ankle. Hopefully the young man is doing okay. Long tries to go back-to-back 3-pointers. No good.
They're going to get Art Walker, I believe. Yeah.
White 12, Art Walker, his second.
Got to put Glenn Covington, I believe, at the line, Mike. Had great inside position. Up and good for the freshman.
Glenn Covington, his first points of the ball game.
Shooting 75% for the year from the free throw line. Cam Fluker back in for Cooper Robb. So you've got Long, Fluker, Covington, Watts, and Marino for Scott County. Misses the second one. Scott County gets a break right there. They can't finish because they got beat down the floor.
23-14, 1:21 to go.
Floater by Fluker. Going to get the roll, Mike.
Say that 3 times. 2 points for Cam Fluker.
Pretty much been a set shooter most of the time. Occasionally he'll take the jump shot. Haven't seen the floater, you know.
Canada tries to answer with a 3. It hits the extension up top. It didn't call it. Covington has the
floater.
Cooper Watts.
What a pass.
Cooper Watts probably got fouled there. 4 points. They're going to have to get Glenn Covington out on the pitcher's mound with that shot.
I mean, dude, that was, look, Aaron, he knocks the ball out of bounds at the other end. Man, he's surprising some energy right now. But that was a dart, wasn't it? I'll tell you one thing. If you're playing with him, you better be watching because he'll take your head off.
They get the basketball into Paul Wise. Back to Fuller. 40 seconds to go. 23-18. Scott County's cut the lead to 5. Montgomery County a little bit flustered right here. Matt Daniel says, I'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 33.4 seconds to go. Scott County down 5, 23-18. Back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians.
Welcome back. 33.4 seconds to go. Montgomery County has the basketball at midcourt. Now it's in the hands of Cam Fuller, being guarded by the Mr. Energy, Glenn Covington. Montgomery County's going to try to hold it for one.
Scott County going to try to trap him. They can't get that done. Inside block. You got Brendan Cannon to try to go up for the layup. Cooper Watts blocks it. Bryce Long from midcourt at the buzzer catches the front of the rim. That'll be halftime here at Paris in the Kentucky Bank Classic. Montgomery County 23, your Scott County Cardinals 18. We'll be back here in just a little bit to go over some halftime stats, but you're watching Cardinal basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Goldman with Georgetown Family Chiropractic. Are backaches and headaches a problem for you? They shouldn't be. Drugs and surgery may mask the pain, but seldom treat the underlying cause. Spinal decompression works to ease pressure between discs without injections and without surgery. Don't learn to live with the pain, and don't let it limit your lifestyle. Call us today for a free evaluation. 866-807-8611.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
The Hawkinsmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at hawkinsmithagency.com. The Hawkinsmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. It's halftime at the Kentucky Bank Classic here at Paris High School. Scott County Cardinals 18, Montgomery County Indians 23. Looking at the halftime stats, we'll go over team stats and then take a break and come back and look at individual. But Scott County has 26 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 turnovers. Montgomery County has 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 10 turnovers. So when you look at it, the two keys, Scott County's winning the rebounding battle like they needed to. They're winning the turnover battle because they've got 3 more forced. The one thing you don't count on if you're the Scott County Cardinals and head coach Billy Hicks is you don't count on going 7 for 33 from the field for 21%. You're 1 of 2 from threes for 10%. You're 3 of 7 from the free throw line at 42%. Conversely, Montgomery County's 8 of 22 for 36 from the field, 4 of 12 from threes for 33%, and 3 of 6 for 50% from the free throw line. Points off turnovers, Indians have 4. Scott County has 6. Points in the paint are 8 for the Indians, 12 for Scott County. 3-point efficiencies plus 6.7 for the Indians, minus 7.4 for the Cardinals. The largest lead has been 20-10 in the first half, 10 points held by Montgomery County. We'll take a break right here. We'll come back to look at some individual stats. Again, it's 23-18, Montgomery County over your Scott County Cardinals here at the Kentucky Bank Classic. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's. The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. We're at Paris High School over in Paris, Kentucky for the Kentucky Bank Classic. First year that it's been held here at Paris. Scott County playing Montgomery County and behind on the scoreboard 23-18 at this time. Looking at some individual stats first for the Montgomery County Indians. You've got Brendan Canada with a total of 4 rebounds and 2 points. You've got Caswell Fuller, the point guard, has 2 total rebounds. He's 0 for 2 from the field. Run a great point guard this half for the Indians. Doesn't look to shoot much. Cody Parsley has a total of 2 rebounds and trying to get to my point column here, 3 points. You've got Art Walker with 11 points and 2 rebounds. Art Walker's 4 of 7, 3 of 6 from the field. Really been a thorn in Scott County's side because he's sitting out there waiting for Fuller to get him the basketball, and he's done a great job of that. Jared Jones has 5 points and 2 rebounds. Chisholm has 2 points and 1 rebound. 3 rebounds for Shelby Combs, the big man. Looking at Scott County, you got total points. Cooper Watts with 4 and points and 5 rebounds. You've got Cam Fluker with 2 points and no rebounds. You've got Bryce Long with 3 points and 3 rebounds. You've got Cooper Robb, 2 points and 1 rebound. Glenn Covington has 1 point and 4 rebounds. Clem Dameron has 4 points and 5 rebounds. Caleb Covington has 2 points and 1 rebound. And that's it for Scott County. Again, not very impressive individual stats really for either team, but both teams, really struggling to shoot. 36% for Montgomery County, as we mentioned, and 21% for Scott County. We'll take another break here with a minute to go in the half. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter to watch your Scott County Cardinals on the Scott County Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Goldman with Georgetown Family Chiropractic. Are backaches and headaches a problem for you? They shouldn't be. Drugs and surgery may mask the pain, but seldom treat the underlying cause. Spinal decompression works to ease pressure between discs without injections and without surgery. Don't learn to live with the pain, and don't let it limit your lifestyle. Call us today for a free evaluation. 866-807-8611.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Hey, Mark, getting ready to start the third quarter here. What's the keys for Scott County? They were cut that double-digit deficit down to 5. What's the keys for them getting back in this ball game?
Well, number one, they've got to find somebody to stay in front of Caswell Fuller. He's done a great job. He's not really looking to score. That's not his game. He sets everybody else up. They've got to stay with Art Walker. They cannot leave him. He is not going to do anything but set it to 3 and look to get fed. So you've got to make a decision that you're going to take him out of the ball game. And then Scott County on offense, they've got to find somebody that can put the ball in the basket. Now, law of averages should come in, Mike, as long as you, as we've been around athletics, you know that you can't continue to shoot this bad, for this long period of time. So hopefully here in the second half, Scott County will find that shooting range. And I think when that happens, it'll put some pressure on Montgomery County that hadn't been there. They really haven't had to worry about Scott County being close to them here in the first half.
So Montgomery County with the basketball to start the third quarter. Cam Fuller, Art Walker, Jared Jones, glad to see him back after that knee injury. He misses a jumper, and Cooper Watts going to get called for the foul. Cooper Watts picks up his third, team first, and not what Coach Hicks wants to see. To finish out the starters for Montgomery County, you got the big man Shelby Combs, along with number 23, Cody Parsley. Jared Jones to the free throw line, 1 of 2. Give him 6 points. Scott County going back with starters as well. That would be Cam Fluker, Bryce Jones, Cooper Robb, Michael Marino, and Cooper Watts as he shakes his head. Can't believe they called it on him, but that's his third foul. Jones rattles the second one in, give him 7. Look at the Scott County side of things, Mark. They had 7 players score, but nobody has more than 4 points.
That's a little deceiving.
Rob shots blocked by Parsley. Long tip out back to Bryce Long. Long splits the defenders, reverse layup.
Nice move by Bryce Long.
He's done that about 5 times this year.
Able to use both the left and right hand.
25-20 is the score. Scott County trying to find an answer right here. The big man Combs over to Fuller. Fuller drives right side. Out top to Combs. He says, I'm wide open. I'm going to take the 3. And he
wow,
drains it.
Big man.
Shelby Combs shooting 50% on the season from the three-point line. You can see why with that jump shot. 28-20, 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Watts on the drive. Shot no good. Cooper Robb tips it. Comes down the hands of Cody Parsley. You got to question that entry pass to your 5'7" point guard at the paint.
Yeah, and it's not like he's got a height advantage over his defender.
Fuller lets one go. It's no good. Cooper Robb on the dribble after the Watts rebound. Robb forces contact, gets bailed out as the foul's going to be called on Cody Parsley. That's his second. Team first of the half. Cooper Robb taking it to the hole hard.
First one good for Robb.
Cooper Robb, 3 of 5 on the night.
Yeah, the only problem, Mike, if Cooper makes this second one here, Scott County's got to get a stop. They've just been trading baskets to try to cut this lead.
28-22. Fuller kicks it out to Parsley. Cody Parsley, left side 3, good. He's been doing it all day. 6 points. Glenn Covington off the floor. In for Cam Fluker.
And again, Mike, that's a substitution to try to find somebody to stay in front of Fuller. Caswell Fuller right now is causing Coach Hicks a lot of problems, and he hasn't scored a point in the game. Goes to prove the point that you don't always have to score to be a good basketball player.
He's averaging 9 points, but he's got a lot of assists. He's giving his buddies points tonight. Robb, step back, turn around three. That's a tough shot. Shelby Combs with the rebound. Down to Art Walker. Here's the jump screen. Cooper Robb steals it, flips it over top of Combs, and he's going to have a wide open layup. Cooper Robb, short arms, misses the shot. Cooper Watts with the putback. Cooper to Cooper. 6 points, Cooper Watts. And I think Cooper Robb can't believe he didn't make that one.
Well, but what you like about him, Mike, he took a really tough shot down on the other end, but he didn't get down. He came back and got the ball. So
back-to-back turnovers.
That's what you like to see.
This time in the hands of Bryce Long to Michael Marino, out to Robb. Robb, right side three. No good. Long rebound run down by Art Walker, Montgomery County. Walker fakes the 28-footer, goes around the defender, misses the three-pointer from the right side. One-handed rebound from Marino. 5:10 to go here. 31-24 is your score. Scott County. Robb. Jumper no good. Rebound to Marino. Marino lay.
Maybe that'll get Michael off the.
Michael Marino, his first two. Averaging 13.3 points a ball game. First points of the night is Michael Marino. At 15 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double last night. Scott County's third game in a row. Fuller goes in, left-handed layup, no good. Combs with the rebound. And Cooper Watts is lucky right there. They give Combs the bucket, don't call the foul, give him 5.
There's a bad pass right there.
Cam Fuller, the spy on that one. No look pass to Parsley. Parsley,
wow, he is killing it.
9 points. And the net is hung again. You know, Mark, we always talk about it. He's got a shooter's mentality, but one thing about it, when you're that wide open, it's a lot easier to hit those shots, isn't it?
Well, and the key thing right there is you've got to stay in front. You've got to stay in front of Fuller, and you got to make Fuller take the shot. And Scott County's not doing that. They haven't been able to contain his penetration.
So Montgomery County's got the lead back up to 10. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. Scott County still trying to find the rhythm. Left side, Glenn Covington. Tough pass inside to Cooper Robb. Chisholm comes down with it and forces contact, and the foul is going to be on Glenn Covington. That'll be Glenn Covington's first foul. Team second. They call the foul on the floor. Bryce Long, Cam Fluker, Caleb Covington, Glenn Covington, and Michael Marino for Scott County. There's the backdoor cut.
Yeah.
Jared Jones, give him 9. Caleb Covington around Chisholm into the paint. Tough take, and the foul is called. Foul's on number 5. Brendan Canada, that'll be his second, team second.
Rims in and out for Caleb. Mike, how long has it been since you've seen a Scott County team looking at scoring under 60 points for a complete ball game?
It's been a while. You thought I was going to think that off the top of my head. I could have given you an answer. I wouldn't have had no idea, though. Do you have any idea?
I have no clue. You'd have to go way back, I would assume. Scott County just cannot put the ball in the basket.
Caleb Covington misses both free throws. Cam Fuller not scoring tonight, but doing a great job. Scott County has yet to find anybody that can stop his penetration from the point guard spot. Clem Dameron's going to pick the foul. That'll be his second. Team third. So Montgomery County 3:32 to go here in the third quarter. They've got the lead back up to 12 mark, 38-26. Cooper Watts back in for Caleb Covington. Fuller underneath. Out top to Art Walker, and they'll reset the offense. Walker gets long up, goes back to Fuller. Fuller, top of the key, 3. No good. Long rebound, Cam Fuller, or Fluker. And that's what you got to do. You got to get Cam Fuller taking that jump shot, don't you, Mark? 18-footer, no good. Dameron, left-handed put back, follow, no good. Brendan Canada, rebound. Behind the back, gets around Covington. Tough take.
And again, he's taking the shot, though, and that's what you've got to do. But you got to figure out how to score on the other end.
So Bryce Long dribble on the right side, dumps it into Watts. Watts goes one way, turns it back around to his right, misses the baby jumper. Cam Fluker keeps it alive. Cooper Watts into the paint. Off the backboard, good. Cooper Watts, give him 8 points. Scott County's got it within 10, 38-28, 2 minutes and a half to go here in the third quarter. Parsley's been hot. Misses that one. Brandon Canada. Bryce Long battling for it. Dave Pugh says, we'll point to Montgomery County. Helps out Eric Thornsberry. And Montgomery County has it under their own basket. 2:18 to go. 38 for Montgomery County. 28 for Scott County here on the Scott County Sports Network. Jared Jones inbounding at this time. Out top to Fuller. Fuller fakes the three with Glenn Covington on him. Left side to Canada. Canada around Dameron. Block shot by Bryce Long into the hands of Glenn Covington. I know where this one's going. Jared Jones says it's going back to Cam Fuller. So back-to-back blocks, one on each side. There's the cutter. Art Walker misses a shot. Cooper Watts rebound Scott County. Under 2 minutes to go. Bryce Long, left side three, good. Bryce Long, give him 8. Scott County within 7. We'll see how Montgomery County reacts here.
Got a little fluidity on the defensive end of the floor, Mike. Let's see if they can contain that.
Fuller in the paint, drops it off to Jones. Jones, a floater inside. Nobody wants to take that charge. He misses a shot. Cam Fluker on the bounce for Scott County. Goes back to Long. He tries to go back-to-back. Three's no good. Rebound, Cody Parsley. Under the legs of Fuller. Cam Fluker dives in. He's going to get the foul call. First foul on Cam Fluker. Good hustle play right there. His first, team fourth.
Big basket, Mike. You know, if they could just get it below that 5 to 7 range, down to a 2 or 3 point ball game, all of a sudden it's a little different how Montgomery County attacks it. Right now they can play pretty free because they've been able to maintain this lead throughout the game.
So we got a timeout on the floor. Be a 30-second timeout called by Matt Daniel, the head coach of Montgomery County. His Indians up 38-31 with 1:23 to go in the third quarter here on the Scott County Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 38-31. Matt Daniels, the head coach of Montgomery County, called that timeout with one purpose, Mark.
Give his boys a rest. Give his boys a rest and get a little refocused. The last 4 trips down, they haven't been able to hit the basket. Oh, almost got a steal. Big man's got pretty good hands, Mike.
Yep. Scott County extending that defensive pressure. Parsley gets around Fluker and one opportunity. Fouls on Clem Dameron. That'll be his third. Team fifth. And the bucket is good by Cody Parsley. Give him 11. He goes into double digits. First player on either team in double digits. Cam Fluker goes to the bench. Cooper Robb back in for Scott County. 50.8 seconds to go. Montgomery County, every time Scott County goes on the surge, Mark, gets it close. About 5 or 7, they answer. Parsley, old-fashioned three-point play. Team. 12 points. Elbow jumper from Marino. No good. And Dameron's going to pick up another one. That'll be Clem Dameron. Silly foul right there, his fourth. Team sixth. So Montgomery County struggling to get it in. They finally get into Art Walker. He's got Combs on the right baseline, 14-foot of money. Big man's got some touch, 7 points.
And to be honest with you, you want him to take that shot.
Michael Marino inside power move. Foul on the floor is going to be against Brendan Canada. That'll be his third, team third. It'll be on the floor, so Scott County will get the basketball underneath their own basket. Bryce Long set the inbound for Scott County. 30.4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Scott County down 12, 43-31. Cooper Watts posting Combs up. Cities go back to Long. Long. Tough take in the paint. Rolls in. Good shooter. Good roll. 10 points.
He's also got, at 6'1", he's got the height advantage over 5'10" Fuller.
So 6 seconds to go. Fuller's trying to get one off. He goes to Combs. Combs hit one from the left side. This time the right side, no good. Michael Marino, three-quarter court heave off the top of the backboard, and 3/4 in the books. Montgomery County maintains the lead. 43 for the Indians, 33 for the Cardinals of Scott County. We'll take a timeout. Come back for the fourth here on the Scott County Sports Network.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. 1 quarter to go here in the Kentucky Bank Classic. Scott County taking on the Montgomery County Indians. The Indians coming here more experienced, and they've had the lead from the tip-off. They lead at 10 points, 43-33. Going into the fourth quarter, Mark, looking at the third quarter stats. I know some things jump out at you. What are they?
13 of 51, 25% from the field for Scott County. Conversely, 39% for Montgomery County. Scott County winning the turnover battle and the rebounding battle. They just can't put it in the basket.
Marino misses the first shot. Battles back, get his own rebound, scores, and the foul's going to be on Montgomery County. Foul's going to be on Jared Jones, his second, team fourth. Marino misses the free throw. Cooper Watts with the rebound and scores. Here comes Scott County. Cooper Watts, first guy for Scott County.
Now, Scott County picking up full court, Mike. It's going to be interesting seeing. Everybody's going to have to be paying attention.
So 7.5 minutes to go. Jared Jones tries to answer an air ball off the backboard. Glenn Covington.
And that's a shot you wanted to take.
Glenn Covington around Fuller. Misses the layup. Michael Marino has position. And the foul's going to be on Shelby Combs, his third, team fifth.
Don't be surprised if Matt Daniel calls a timeout here, Mike.
43-37. Back-to-back buckets for Scott County. A couple of air balls for Montgomery County. Scott County a chance to cut it to 4. Covington out to Rob. Back into the cutter. Marino had a good 6-foot shot. Takes a tough one right there. Cooper Watts bails him out. Up and in. No good. Cooper Rob with the putback and the rebound.
Man, he's a tough dude, man. At 6 foot tall. 6'1", excuse me. Pound for pound might be the best rebounder in the state.
Yep. Under 7 to go. Inside to Marino. Over top of Jones. Tough take. Glenn Robinson and Art Walker's going to get the foul call.
I was getting ready to say, has to be a call right there. It should put Covington at the line.
Foul's going to be on Art Walker, his third, team sixth.
I'm sorry, I thought that was their 7th.
So 6 fouls.
Scott County can score right here. This would be pretty nice.
So both teams in the bonus. Michael Marino arms it again. Cooper Robb with the rebound for Scott County out to Glenn Covington. You know where he's going. And they're going to say steps called on Glenn Covington. He runs into Shelby Combs, and one foul on that. Mr. Combs a little bit bigger than Glenn Covington.
There ain't gonna be no movement when you hit him.
So Fuller splits the double team. Right side to Walker. Walker drives baseline.
That's a moving screen.
Out. Glenn Covington with the steal. Covington up and under, layup.
Nice job by the freshman.
3 points for Mr. Covington.
43-39, closest we've been, Mike.
Both teams in the bonus. Tough pass right there, and Coach Matt Daniel says, I need a timeout. It'll be a full one. So Scott County making the run. They started the quarter down 10. Now they got it within 4. It's 43-39. Montgomery County with the lead. We'll take a timeout here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network, Mark. Scott County's coming out with a lot of energy here in the fourth quarter. Be interesting to see what Montgomery County does, how they respond.
Well, I think what you're going to see, and I'm just guessing, but my guess is you're going to try to get something to Jared Jones on the low block.
So 6:23 to go exactly. Both teams in the bonus. Possession arrow pointing to. Can't see it.
They're going to make them. I thought they changed this rule several years ago, Mike, where if the ball was below the free throw line, it came out or it went underneath the basket. But they're starting to make them take it back out on the side again.
Glenn Covington forcing pressure. His second, team seventh. That'll put Cam Fuller to the free throw line. I keep calling him Cam all day long, Mark.
Caswell.
His mom's going to kick my tail. Caswell Fuller shooting 50% from the free throw line. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Fuller.
Looked pretty good on that.
He says, doesn't matter what you call me, I'm making free throws. 44-39. Second one good as well. Give Mr. Fuller 2 points. And the lead's back to 6, 45-39. Inside Cooper Watts. Turnaround jumper over top of Combs. Good. Cooper Watts gives him 12.
Step back from the big man.
Caswell Fuller answers.
Fuller says, that's okay. I've let everybody else shoot the first 3 quarters. I'm going to shoot this quarter.
Long left side wants the ball inside to Watts. They got to find him. He's hot. They go to Covington. Right side 3.
And nice Marino.
Michael Marino, 6 points.
Nice job by Mike.
Combs. Shots blocked by Watts. I'll tell you what, Caswell Fuller, we talk about how quick Glenn Covington is, but Caswell Fuller's got around him a couple of times. Long fakes the shot. Another underhand layup, this time with the right hand.
Shot.
12 points.
2-point ball game, Mike. 47-45.
5 minutes to go, so Coach Daniel trying to find the answer here. I think he wanted a walk call on that one. He just laughed to Eric Thornsbury. Thornsbury returns the favor.
And I look for Coach Hicks going to need to get a sub in, I would think, at some point for Glenn Covington, showing a little bit of wear and tear. Chasing Fuller around's a tough job.
Parsley, top of the key from 23. No good. Long rebound. Out to Glenn Covington.
Wow.
I think that's a long ball pass. And Scott County's tied this puppy up. 14 points.
Now let's see how the offense works now.
Cooper Robb, 14 points, and we're knotted at 47.
Sometimes
Paisley over to Combs. Combs blocks from behind and scores. Shelby Combs give him 9 points.
Foul's going to be, I believe, on Bryce Long.
Cody Parsley with the assist. Bryce Long picks up the foul, his third. Teammate.
The only thing that worries me a little bit is it takes so much sometimes to get back into the game. Once you get it caught up, do you have anything in the tank? So we'll see here from Scott County.
So Cooper Watts a little bit winded. He has to come out. Caleb Covington back in for Scott County. Covington's the one that got us a little energy there in that first quarter. First one to score at the 4-minute mark. His put-back two-pointer. Combs, old-fashioned three-point play for Shelby Combs. Give him 10.
He's going to come out as Brendan Canada comes back in. Brendan Canada.
So they're going big man, big man.
2-3 zone this time for Montgomery County. A little change-up. They've been playing man-to-man all night. Now they're in a 2-3. Let's see what Scott County can do here.
So 50-47, Bryce Long to the left side. Skip pass to Covington. Got to be looking for Michael Marino right there at that free throw line. Cooper Robb, right side.
Boom. Cooper Robb, big basket right there to hit the three, Mike.
7 points for Cooper Robb. 50-50 is the score. Shelby County goes old-fashioned three-point play. Cooper Robb says there's an easier way to get it. Jared Jones says here's a jumper.
Too easy again, letting Fuller get too far in the lane with penetration.
Michael Marino at the top of the key, thought about it, decided otherwise. Marino picks up the loose ball, back over to Cooper Robb. They'll reset it. Glenn Covington, three-pointer. Left side three. Glenn Covington, first one he's hit all night, but what a big one.
Scott County with his first lead, 53-52 with the 3 minutes to go, Mike.
Caswell Fuller into the paint, out to Parsley. Parsley fakes the three, over top of Marino, tough take, and the putback attempt by Canada, and he's fouled.
They're going to call that foul on Michael Marino.
Michael Marino picks up his first foul of the night, team 9. At the free throw line, shooting 2 is Brennan Canada. Montgomery County will be shooting 2 free throws for the rest of the ball game with 3:02 to go. Chance for Mr. Canada to tie this thing up and eventually take the lead as the first one does. Just that, we're tied at 53. Brendan Canada's third points, all of them from the free throw line. Now giving 4, Montgomery County with the lead back again. 54-53, exactly 3 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Come out of that 2-3 zone, Mike. Going to pick back up man-to-man now.
Bryce Long, left side three. Good. Boom. Bryce Long and the Scott County Pups. Ringing the bell, and the timeout is called by Coach Hicks. It'll be a full one. So 2:45 to go. Scott County 56. Montgomery County 54 here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, I'm David Goldman with Georgetown Family Chiropractic. Are backaches and headaches a problem for you? They shouldn't be. Drugs and surgery may mask the pain, but seldom treat the underlying cause. Spinal decompression works to ease pressure between discs without injections and without surgery. Don't learn to live with the pain, and don't let it limit your lifestyle. Call us today for a free evaluation. 866-807-8611.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. While we're away, I'm getting the words of wisdom by Jamie Kumar. That might have to become a spot if we can find a sponsor for that. 2:45 to go. Scott County. Biggest lead of the ball game. It's at 2 points, 56-54. Scott County with the lead. Shelby Combs back in, as well as Cooper Watts for Scott County.
Double screen for the three, and they got Art Walker the shot. Scott County's, you got to know that coming if you're a player for Scott County. You got to get over top of that. You'd rather get the foul coming through the screen than let him shoot the three.
Art Walker, his first points of. And that was a tough take right there. Shelby Combs using that forearm. Cooper Robb, back tip with the steal. Ball off the backboard, comes back down to Cooper Robb. Cooper Robb up and scores. He didn't quit, Mark.
No, he did not.
58-57, and the Scott County fans wanted a foul call right there. And that's one thing about Cooper Robb. When he does something he probably shouldn't do,
he stays battling.
He stays battling. And he got that back tip. Glenn Covington went behind the back, off the backboard, Back down to Cooper Robb, and he scores. Caswell Fuller answers. 6 points. He's played a lot better from scoring perspective after I got his name right. This one's going to be a fun one. Going to go down to the wire. Montgomery County back with the lead. There's been 6 lead changes here in the fourth quarter after Scott County got it come out from within 10. Watts. We're going to get a block call. Shelby Combs picks up his 4th. That was a questionable call. Either way, somebody was going to be upset.
We're at the far end of the gym, and all I'm going to say is, based off how the game has flowed, that's an interesting call.
So Cooper Watts.
First free throw is good from the big man.
15 points. Second one, no good. Shelby Combs with the rebound. Cooper Robb. Matt Daniels saying you got to get him off of him. That's one way to do it, isn't it, Mark? Combs inside and 1. Shelby Combs, give him 12. I don't think you want to wake the big man up. Michael Marino's going to get the foul for Scott County. That'll be Mr. Marino's second. Team 10. 1 free throw for Shelby Combs.
Well, you can't let him get that kind of position, Mike, because he's just too big and too strong. And what I like about the big man, he's got good hands because he does catch the pass.
Combs short arms it. Michael Marino. This patented left-handed one-hand rebound. Cooper Robb over to Covington. Covington right side 3. No good. Cooper Watts with the rebound. Robb with the putback attempt. No good. Cooper Watts has the basketball. We're going to get a foul on the big man. And Mark, the big man is done. Nice-looking player for Montgomery County. Picks up his 5th foul. Team 8.
And they're going to say that he was shooting?
That's bonus. I couldn't tell.
I thought he held up 2 fingers.
So 58.7 seconds. Montgomery County up 2, 61-59. Cooper Watts will be going to the free throw line. Subs in. They're saying, let's go. So Brendan Canada into the ball game for Shelby Combs. The big man, quite a player. Really soft hands, isn't he, Mark?
Yeah. He's a good athlete. 2 shots, Mike. They're saying he was shooting.
Baseball player from Montgomery County, if memory serves me right.
First free throw up and no good by Cooper Watts.
Watts misses the first one. So regardless of what happens here, Montgomery County should have the lead. And the basketball under a minute to go here. Cooper Watts misses the second one. Rebound goes to Walker. Glenn Covington trying to keep Caswell Fuller from the basketball. Walker says, I'll bring it down. He goes to Parsley. Montgomery County's going to have to make free throws here. Fuller out to Canada.
Scott County's got a...
Art Walker splits it, and they're going to get a block call on Bryce Long. Bryce Long, that'll be his 4th foul. 33.4 seconds to go. Coach Hicks wanted a walk call. The official says blocking call on Bryce Long. That'll send Art Walker to the free throw line. 60% free throw shooter on the season. One of 2 the last time he was at the free throw line. First one, money. Art Walker, 15 points. Cam Fluker in for Glenn Covington. No, for Cooper Watts.
We're going for 3-point shooting right here.
62-59, 33.4 seconds to go. It's
nice.
Good. 16 points for Mr.
Taking
Walker.
pressure. They've got to go. Scott County's got 30 seconds left.
Scott County down 4. Robb. They're going to say a blocking call on Art Walker. I thought he got there. But Art Walker picks up his 4th.
Well, the thing you'd like there is seeing the Cooper Robb finish that shot right there, because a 3-point play would have really helped Scott County. 24 seconds to go.
The Scott County Lady Cardinals out here supporting the boys team tonight. Scott County, the Lady Cardinals victorious last night down at Madison Southern. Good ball game. They won by 1 point, 67-66. That's a good win. Madison Southern, good basketball, girls basketball school. Cooper Robb, give him 10.
These are big free throws, Mike. Got to have both of them. Got to have this one so you can set up your press. But more importantly, get a chance to score with the clock stopped.
63-60.
Second one up and no good. And they're going to get Cooper Robb.
Foul is on Cooper Robb. He almost pulled it off. Missed the free throw.
They're going to put Canada back on the line for 2. He's been perfect tonight, 4 of 4. And again, this shows you why free throws are important.
63-60. Canada misses that one. Scott County's been nothing more than 1 of 2 tonight, have they, Mark? Through 3 quarters, Scott County was 5 of 11. They've been 1 of 2 the last couple of times. Canada
hits the one, so it's 2-possession ball game with 20 seconds to go.
64-60. Cooper Robb spins around, and the foul's called on Cody Parsley. That'll be his third, team 10. So 2 free throws for Cooper Robb.
Got to make these free throws, Mike. Still a lot of time left in the game, 16.9 seconds. First free throw up and rolls in. 64-61.
Our cameraman getting a little bit excited there. Don't blame him.
Second free throw up and good. This will give Scott County. Coach Billy Hicks wants a timeout.
So Coach Hicks takes a timeout. His team down 64-62. Montgomery County with the basketball. When we come back on the Scott County Sports Network.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mark, put your coaching hat on. Your team's down 2, 64-62, 16.9 to do. What do you got to look at from a defensive perspective if you're Scott County with Montgomery County getting ready to inbound the basketball?
Well, number one, you want to deny the ball in. You want to try to get a 5-second count, but you've got to be careful for the long run out because you can't afford to give up an easy 2 right here. As soon as the ball comes inbound, you want to foul.
So Jared Jones inbounds it to Fuller.
And they can't catch him.
Foul on Cam Fluker and Coach Hicks.
Coach Hicks saying, I needed you to foul at the very first time, although only 3 seconds went off the clock.
So 2 fouls on Cam Fluker.
Mr. Fuller back at the line. He's 2 for 2, Mike.
Caswell Fuller coming into the ball game shooting 50% on the season, according to their stats on the KHSAA. He has 6 points, all of those in the second half. And the first one's no good, so Scott County's going to have a chance.
Yeah, that was a big free throw. Now what happens here, this is a bigger free throw for Montgomery County because it makes it a 1-possession game. They don't get beat on a 3. Young man hits it.
Good. Caswell Fuller, 7. Scott County needs a 3-pointer. Got plenty of time. No need to hurry. Fluker lets it go from the left side. Air ball. Not the shot I don't think we wanted. Jared Jones gets it. And he'll go to the free throw line with 2.8 seconds to go. Scott County had the opportunity. Maybe just a tad quick there, Mark.
Had plenty of time. They didn't, but they weren't in a rhythm coming down the floor. So I'll just leave it at that.
Yep. They've scored here in the last 3 or 4 possessions, but all of them being pretty much one-on-one. Not a lot of sets run. Jared Jones with the first one. That makes it a 2-possession ball game.
Yep.
12 points, and Montgomery County is going to hand Scott County their first defeat, unless a miracle happens. 3-pointer and a foul. He says that's not going to happen. 13 points for Mr. Jones. Rob tries to force contact, and the shot's no good, and Scott County's going to take it on the chin. First time they've lost all year. The final score is going to be Scott County with 62. Unfortunately, Montgomery County with 67 for the Indians. The Indians improved their record to 3-0. Scott County drops to 3-1. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Let's do this. Let's just go unofficial point total so we can get out of here. For Montgomery County, Brendan Canada had 5. Caswell Fuller, the point guard for them, scored us in the first. 7 points in the second half. He finished with 7. Art Walker, 16. Cody Parsley had 12. Jared Jones, 13. Shelby Combs, Mark, he might be the player of the game. He had no points in the first half. 12 big points for Montgomery County in the second half. Hayden Chisholm had 2 points to round out the scoring. On the Scott County side of the ledger, Cam Fluker had 2. Bryce Long had 15, 12 of those in the second half. Cooper Robb, 12 points, 10 of those in the second half. Caleb Covington had 2. Glenn Covington had 6. Michael Marino, 6 points, all of those in the second half. Clem Dameron with 4 points. Cooper Watts had 9 points in the second half, 15 for the ball game. 11 points in the second half, 15 points for the ball game to round out the scoring. So Scott County takes it on the chin. Their record drops to 3-1. Montgomery County improves to 3-0. Montgomery County's next ball game is right here in this gym. I know Coach Terrence Brooks not happy to see them get a shot to play and shoot the gym, but right before the next game, they'll play Paris here on Tuesday. Scott County, they'll travel to Powell County on Tuesday night. That game in Powell County at 7:30. We'll be back in action on Monday. We'll travel to Sayre High School in Lexington to bring you the broadcast of the Sayre Lady Spartans taking on the Scott County Lady Cardinals. That'll be a varsity-only ball game. We'll be on the air about 7:15. So for my broadcast partner, Mark Walls, for Kevin Ritchie, for the best cameraman we've had here tonight, Andrew Wilhite. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next Monday on the Scott County Sports Network.